Guys, and continuing on with the deck lists, well, every deck list in a video on my channel, like the quest for it. This is a Mermail deck. If you'd like to keep up to date with my deck lists and my other videos that are really like once in a blue moon that are uploaded other than the Yu-Gi-Oh deck list, then please subscribe. And if these decks inspire you or help you, then please subscribe again. And or like, comment, share, you know, all that malarkey. But anyway, getting on to the deck list. Starting off, we got one Abyss lead, or is it Abyss? Yeah, it's Abyss lead for some reason. But you can discard 3 other water monsters to your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. When you do, you can target one Abyss Spell Trap card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So it's for like later on in the duel, really. And you can choose one other face of tap position. Mermail wants to send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. You can only use this effect of Mermail Abyss lead once per turn. That's not one of the main ones, it's just for a little bit of extra support, which is why I've only put one in. Then we've got Mermail Abyss Megalo, and you can discard 2 other water monsters from your graveyard, monsters to the graveyard, such from this card from your hand. Then when you do, you can add 1 Abyss Spell Trap card from your deck to your hand. You can choose one other face of tap position water monster. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. So if you've got like a low monster and then, yeah, because that twice. It's like the main card in the deck really, because you can add Abyss Sphere to your hand. Then we've got 2 Mermail Abysstius, is that how you say it? You can discard 1 other water monster, which is good, but it's in defense position, I'd say. Monster to go, special summon this card from your hand. When you do, add 1 level 4 lower Mermail monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Mermail Abysstius once per turn. So if you activate this effect, boom, add whichever one you want to do, Abyss Lind or Abyss Gund, if that's how you say it. Whichever one you want to bring out, then bring to your hand, and then discard, just whatever. Just Abysstius is good for searching. It's basically what it does. Then we've got 2 Abyss Spike, and when this card is normal or special summoned, you can discard 1 water monster to your graveyard. Add 1 level 3 or water monster from your deck to your hand. You can use the effect of Mermail Abyss Spike once per turn. So if you discard a water monster from your hand to your graveyard and it gets its effect, then you can add 1 by recycling. It's for recycling through it's for the other effects in this deck, which is really good, but 3 is a bit cloggy. Then we've got 3 Mermail Abyss Manda. You can manage this card from your graveyard to activate one of these effects. Increase the level of all Mermail monsters you can currently control by 1, or increase the levels of all Mermail monsters you currently control by 2. Which is it's just for like XYZs and stuff. I haven't actually got any XYZs in the extra deck at the moment because it's really fluid. I'd recommend Dracasac and that stuff, but whatever you choose to put in, you can. Then we got. And Abyss Manda is just good for the discarding effects, because then it's in the graveyard, which can be banished from there. Then we got 3 Abyss Lind, which is if this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Mermail monster from your deck. Except the Mermail Abyss Lind, you can only use the effect of Mermail Abyss Lind once per turn. So that's destroy or tribute. Yeah, tribute unfortunately, but it's like for setting and stuff. Then we've got 2 Abyss Gund. If this card is discarded to the graveyard, you can target 1 Mermail monster in your graveyard, except Mermail Abyss Gund, especially on that target. You can only use the effect of Mermail Abyss Gund once per turn. If I'm correct, if you use Abyss Megalos to discard 2, just a Gund and another 1, you can't use Gund's effect because I think the target has to be in the graveyard first before it's discarded. But I'm not sure on that. You can correct me on that. Then we've got 1 Abyss Hilda. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Mermail monster from your hand, except Mermail Abyss Hide. You can use the effect of Mermail Abyss Hide once per turn. I'm not sure why I put 1 in, but I put 2 in there. This is a basic deck, but I will post an updated deck later on. Then we've got 2 Abyss Dean. When this card is added from your deck or hand to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. You must control a Mermail monster to activate and resolve this effect, which you should do because all of them are easily special summoned. And when this card is special summoned by the effects of a Mermail monster, you can target 1 level 3 or lower Mermail monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. You can only use 1 Mermail Abyss Lind effect per turn, and only once that turn. Then going on to the extra deck, we've got Staple Spell, so Rejeki, Foolish, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, 3 Buckaboon, 1 Buckaboon. Then we've got 2 Salvage to recycle the water monsters, the smaller ones, so they can be discarded again, really. That's about it. Then we've got 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, you know what it does. Same as Tarantula, Compulsory, Fiendish Chain, and Call of the Haunted. Then the Abyss cards, we've got Abyss Squale. Target 3 Mermail monsters and you gave a special summon those targets defense position. Their effects negate them, they cannot declare attack. Destroy and join the end phase. That's just really for bringing out XYZ monsters. And then we got free Abyss Sphere. Special one Mermail monster from your deck. It's effectively negated. You can activate any spell cards. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. Destroy this card during the opponent's next end phase after activation. Unfortunately, but anyway, that's Mermail. We want to put in the 1, 2, sorry, because that's quite good. Mermail, Abyss Chaos, and then that guy. And I'll pull out a few more. So we want Draco. I think I spelled it wrong actually. Sack. There we are. You got Dracosack and Big Eye and stuff. Big Eye. There we are. Okay, so there's some examples. So this one is 2 level 7 monsters, which is Abyss Megalo, basically. I think that's level 7 as well. Abyss Deus. That's also level 7, so it's all of them basically. And while this face-up card is an XYZ, or level 5 or higher monsters cannot attack, unfortunately, but that can stop them quite well. That stops their level 5 or higher monsters attacking as well as yours. But if you've got XYZs on the field, they don't actually count as levels; they're ranks, so they can attack. Then once per turn during your player's turn, you can touch one XYZ material from this card. You get the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls that have less attack than this card until the end of that turn. Which is ridiculous because it has 2,800 attack, so quite a lot of stuff will have less attack than that. And if they can't be destroyed by battle, you remove that effect for them, they can be destroyed by battle. So that's just one way of doing it. Then we've got a Dracosack and a Big Eye. People should know what they do, they're just standard. Then we've got 2 Abyss Strike. 3 level 3 monsters, which is what you'd use for Abyss Whale to summon this. Then during your player's turn, when your opponent targets exactly 1 face-up Mermail monster you control for an attack, or with the spell trap that you could have target. I don't even know why I'm reading this wrong. I'm gonna start again. During your player's turn, when your opponent targets exactly 1 face-up Mermail monster you control for an attack, or with a spell trap card effect that could have targeted this card, you can touch 1 XYZ material from this card. That attack effect now targets this card. When this card is destroyed and sent to graveyard, you can target 1 Mermail monster in your graveyard except Mermail Abyss Strike, especially on that target. So if there's like a, I don't know, let's have an example. Deprison. If you're attacking with either Dracosack or the other Abyss, well, what's his face? Abyss Chaos. You can target Abyss Strike instead, and Abyss Strike will be removed instead. That's an example of that. So that's just one example. It's just with targeting cards, or with monsters attacking. Like if they attack that with 2,900 attack monster to like suicide, like Scrap Dragon or something, target that instead. That won't be destroyed, but neither monster, unfortunately. But then it keeps your monster on the field. So anyway, this was my Mermail deck. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time, guys. If this inspired you or helps you, then please like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Anyway, see you next time, guys.